Warning. This podcast may contain strong languages for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. That's how we record it. Just like that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Record.
I'm doing it.
Hurry up.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is B13 NerdCast of Randomness.
Shut up.
I'm your host, Brandon Belanger. And this is the podcast to talk about everything and anything. And guys, I got another very special guest. It's one of my best friends. I know you've seen Chris, you've seen Zach. They're both groomsmen at my wedding, but this guy is the best man at my wedding. Man. He's the best man at my wedding. None other than Jimbo Joss, baby.
Hey, shut up. No, thanks, man. This is great to be on your podcast, man. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. This is how he naturally is when we see each other. So
just shut up.
Yeah, Adam, if you're watching this, he said it.
Adam Morse, shut up.
And Q. So how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking the time of doing this.
Absolutely, man.
I know we have. I know we both have crazy schedules. We both do the same job.
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Big old J-O-B.
Little J-O-B action.
That's
We're not going to tell you where we work at. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If you want to find out, add me on Facebook, my actual Facebook.
Right.
But don't worry about it. Okay. So what's new with you, man?
Nothing. Just working.
Just working.
Working. Living.
Getting old.
Yep, getting old. That's good, yeah.
Hey, I'm getting there. I'm going to be 30 in May, man.
I'm 41, bro. So
41?
Yeah.
I thought you were younger than that.
I wish I was, but I'm not.
I'm sorry, man. I like them young. I don't like them old. I told you this. I just love you for the
Sorry.
So besides all joking around aside, how did we first meet? Exactly, like how did we originally first meet?
I used to hang out with your bro, man.
My bro, Jason.
Bro, Jason.
Yeah.
Your dad, Wayne, used to coach
Wayno.
me. Wayno Mac.
Yeah,
used to coach me.
Yep.
And me and Jay used to hang out for when we were kids all the time because our parents were friends.
Yep.
So we used to hang out all the time and then met you then.
Mm-hmm.
Then we met you, how long ago was it now? 7-8 years ago with the big old J-O-B.
We met at the J-O-B.
J-O-B.
And you used to do sports with my dad.
Yes,
and
I did.
How long did you do all those sports for? Exactly, from like the beginning to the end?
From probably when I was 8 to about 18.
Damn, really?
So yeah, so we're about 10 years at least.
Was it more baseball or basketball for you?
Both. I did both every single year. So I did baseball and basketball up until I was 18, all through high school.
And you played at the original National West baseball field?
West baseball field, yes I did.
Have you been by that field at all in the past, like, I don't know how many years, like 20 years lately?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It's actually, it looks like it's fixed up nice.
Yeah.
But apparently don't use it for now, what is it called? Cal Ripken baseball.
Yeah.
It's for something else, but still the field's been kept up, which is good.
There's a lot of memories every time I drive by it because I remember like my dad used to like force me to go to Jay's games, Megan's games.
Oh yeah.
And you know, he forced me to play baseball, and I had to play all the way until I was 12. I was more of a basketball guy than anything.
No, it's good. Yeah, no, I like both baseball and basketball pretty much probably the same.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun. It was fun times. It was good times.
And then, like you said, we met at the JOB.
Yep.
I came into work, and I started in May of 2015.
Yep.
I started off part-time, and then 3 weeks go by, and I started working during the day shifts. And I think you started looking at me and was like...
Yeah, because I was like, Belanger. Brandon. I'm like, is that... Huh. I'm like, okay. Then that's when I asked you. I'm like, yeah, you're Jay's little brother. Yeah, okay, I got it. Yep.
And I was like, are you Jim? And you're like, yeah.
Yep. So
yeah, because I remember when I first started, my dad and my mom mentioned you. I was like, oh, no shit. All right.
That's what I said. I'm like, wait a minute. And it all came together in my head. I'm like, ooh, okay.
And then we started talking about wrestling. We instantly clicked, man.
Yeah, yes, we did. We hung out for how many wrestling shows have we been to? I don't even know.
God.
Probably hundreds.
I like... Not probably a good 100+ shows.
Let's say over 100, I think, over the years.
Yeah.
Absolutely, over the 7-8 years I've known you, or been good best friends with you, probably at least 100, if not more.
I gotta say, we went to like so many WWE events.
Yep.
We went to so many independent scenes.
Yep.
just all over New England.
Yeah, we've done all kinds of stuff everywhere.
And we even been to the grandest stage of them all, man. WrestleMania.
And was it March of 2017?
Yeah. No, it was April of 2017.
April, that's right. It was. Beginning of April, that's right. It's always March, but it's April. You know what I mean?
And the very first show that me and you actually went to was with Matthew Palmer.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
And it was Monday Night Raw.
At the Garden.
At the Garden. Legendary Garden. Yes. And then the second one was the first pay-per-view we went to together 2 months later, which was TLC.
TLC, yep, remember that. Yep.
Still mad about that tables match because I was like,
oh God,
I was hoping for some fire.
Yes, I know, me too.
I was hoping for some fire.
I was hoping for fire. Yeah,
fire. But yeah,
there was no fire.
Yeah, so many wrestling shows, man. Well, that's our show today, guys. We've mentioned everything. No, no. We got plenty more to talk. Not even close, guys. That's just half of it. We'll be talking about some of those wrestling shows, maybe one in particular, WrestleMania.
Yep, absolutely.
So before we get to that, so me and you, we just started talking. We started talking about each other's interests. Wrestling was one of them.
Yep.
Talked about horror movies.
Oh yeah.
And I think the first time like me and you actually hung out was at your house.
Yep.
And it was on Halloween of 2015.
Yep.
And you were wearing your Michael Myers outfit.
Yes, that's right. One of my favorite Halloween series, obviously, of all time is the Halloween series.
And I remember you were wearing it, and at first I thought it was a statue, because literally you just had the knife.
And move, yeah.
With the mask on like this.
Well, you got to act like how he does in the movie.
Yeah.
The original movies, he didn't really move fast. Not the Rob Zombie movies where he's wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that because that's aggravating.
Yeah, I know how much that aggravated you.
Yeah, that's just... Whatever. The first one was good. The second one was dog shit.
Yeah, dog shit.
To put it at the very least, dog shit.
And then I get to talk to your parents, and I got to catch up with them. They remember me very well.
Yep.
And dude, your parents are awesome, man.
They are.
Your mom is a fucking awesome person. Your dad's a great guy. God bless his soul.
Yeah, it's almost been a year now since he's been gone. It's been tough, but
it has been.
He was a great guy.
He was a great guy. But we'll definitely talk more about him.
Yep.
So talk about the first time we went to a wrestling show. Do you remember the first Raw we went to?
Jesus. How long ago was that? That was
7 years ago. And I think it was in September of 2015.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, that was with Palmer. I remember sitting there. I remember sitting at the end of the row and just looking over. I'm like, oh, look at these guys I'm with. This is great. That was a great show. That was a good show.
I remember I ran into like one of my high school friends. I don't know if I ever told you this story.
Yes, was that girl there?
No, it wasn't a girl. It was a dude. And so I ran into him, and we went to high school together. We graduated, and don't mean to talk about myself too much. Just apologize.
It's okay. You're allowed for a little bit, okay?
All right.
And it's going to focus back on me.
Yeah, it's going to be back on you. I promise. Back on him. But I remember the guy. Yeah, feast your eyes.
Speaking of that, he jobbed the other night. He lost in like 30 seconds. It was terrible.
Yeah.
To almost
great talent he is.
He is a good talent, but that's the way before you take good talent and make him job in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
On Raw, make him look like a jackass.
Yeah.
He did.
But he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. He's a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. It's just piss poor that they do that to guys.
Yeah. But, so I ran into a guy back in high school, and he ended up getting front row seats, and we talked for like a little bit, and I was like...
That's right, now I remember.
Yeah. So we end up talking, catching up, and he's working for like some computer software job, whatever. Yep. And I was like, yeah, cool, man. And he's like, and I asked him, where are you sitting? Front row. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. And then he asked me, where are you sitting? And I was like, oh, I'm up in the balcony. And he's like, yeah, it's because you work at the JOB. And if you guys know my job, you understand where I do for work.
I think we were in Loge. Weren't we in Loge? I don't think we were in the balcony.
No. Well...
I think we're in the Loge.
Yeah, we were in the Loge.
Yeah, it was a balcony because we were lower, but we weren't in the first row, but we were in the second tier. Still pretty good seats.
Yeah, still very good seats.
I think I picked them out myself, so they're like right. The ring was like right.
Yes,
right in front of us, right?
Yeah, and I remember he gave me crap about it just because of the job I work for. I'm like,
yeah, okay, well, I could have had front row seats too, buddy, working at the JOB that we work at. So
yeah,
you're not special.
But hey, I went to WrestleMania. Did you?
I know exactly.
No, you didn't. You know how I got WrestleMania tickets? Maybe. By working at the JOB.
That's right, and we got good tickets, and I picked out good seats for that show.
Yes, you did. I remember when you bought the tickets, I was crying. We were having breakfast at our job, and literally you were like, Bought it right here, right now. And literally, it was like the surreal moment of my life. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, my nephew, obviously, because on Christmas morning, I had him wrap. I just didn't have the tickets yet, but I had the paper. I gave it to him, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, he opened it. He's like, oh my God, what? I'm like, yeah, we're going. He's like, what? And he literally looked at me, too. He didn't cry, but he started. Tear came down.
Yeah.
He was excited. He's like, oh my God, we're going. I'm like, yeah, we're going to Orlando. You're going. We're going. We're going to stay, with obviously, my wife's parents and my wife and with you guys, and we're staying at the timeshare, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God. And just like your reaction, same thing. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm like, yeah, we're going.
The only difference is he was an 11-year-old kid. I'm a 24-year-old man.
That's all right, though. I was what, 33, 36 at the time.
Yeah.
So I wasn't young either. But hey, WrestleMania is WrestleMania for anybody that's 8 up to probably 50 or 60. People love WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which I still do as well. So.
But I got to say, one of the best shows besides, we'll talk about Chaotic and talk about some of those shows.
Yeah, we will.
But I got to say, man, the first NXT event is the first one that will always come to mind in Lowell, Massachusetts. The very first show they ever did in Lowell.
I remember that. Yep. That was awesome.
Every match on the card
was
was...
the Lowell Auditorium, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great little venue.
It is. We've been to so
awesome.
many different wrestling shows there, too.
It's old, but it's a really almost a romantic wrestling setup there. You know what I mean?
And the crowd is just always
the crowd's
booming.
hot. You're right on top of the ring. It's almost like a setup for like an opera, but it's great for wrestling. Just the way they have this setup there. I really like that place a lot. Just it's like a romantic setting.
Yeah. And I've been there for Ring of Honor. I've been there for New Japan Wrestling. But that first NXT show, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Unbelievable match. Very great match. And it wasn't even televised. It was
they the title switched hands.
Yeah. And the title switched hands at a house show.
Does not happen. That's very rare. That does not happen a lot at shows.
And
especially WWE shows, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Does not happen. I was like, everyone was like, holy shit,
yeah.
Holy shit. Because somebody was like, what the fuck just happened?
It literally, and honestly, at that moment, it felt like a WrestleMania show. Like, I remember, like, we saw people, and, like, everybody was, like, high-fiving each other.
Everybody was high-fiving everybody in the crowd. It was awesome.
Everyone was off their feet. It was bonkers.
It really was, yeah,
but the funny thing was, I don't know if you actually did it. I always tell people you did, but I don't think you actually did it. That same day, I bought him a Finn Balor t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, here you go, man. And he wore it for when Finn Balor went out to wrestle.
I did.
And he lost. And I think he took his shirt off. He's like, fuck this.
I did. I'm like, it's bullshit. Finn Balor sucks. But then I put it back
This guy sucks.
No,
he lost the title.
Finn Balor's still an excellent wrestler. I like Finn Balor.
Yeah, definitely. He's done his artwork, and now he's just doing his making his money making. And he's still one of the greatest wrestlers right now.
I know he wrestled for the United States Championship the other night. I don't know if he won or not.
No, he did.
Did he win?
He won the United States title.
He beat Damian Priest?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah, so Finn Balor is now a former two-time NXT champion. A former Universal champion.
First ever Universal champion.
Yes.
Champion in the current format.
And former Intercontinental champion.
Now current United States champion.
Love
Excellent.
It.
Good.
One of the best talents out there.
I like that guy a lot. He's definitely one of my favorites. I like Finn a lot.
Hell yeah. And then we started going to more independent scenes.
Yes.
The first one we went to was a Chaotic Wrestling show, and I think it was Grand Slams. It was September of 2016. Yep, it was in Lowell, Massachusetts again.
LaLashire Park.
Yep.
The baseball park.
The Spinners, AAA Spinners baseball team.
They're single A, but still the minor league stadium.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a very nice stadium, though. That was a great show.
And that was a very good show. And I think it was a pretty decent, it was a really good crowd there, too.
Yeah, it was.
Would you say there was like a good, not maybe 1,000, would you say?
It was more than that.
More than that?
Maybe 1,000, maybe even 1,500, because that's a good sized arena. I mean, baseball stadium for a minor league, and I think it was pretty full.
Yeah.
So I think probably 1,000 to 1,500 there. It was a good crowd.
And they had like a lot of meet and greets. They had
yes, they did. Yeah,
they had Tommaso Ciampa there.
Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. The picture you got with those guys.
Yep.
Then we got our picture with
Ron Simmons.
RVD. The whole fucking show.
Yep, and there was some other wrestlers that we didn't meet, but they were great.
Cody Rhodes was there.
Cody Rhodes,
who is apparently on his way back to WWE because he's out of AEW, which is very surprising.
Yep.
To me, we can talk about that later though.
Yep, and what else? We got who else was there? They had Austin Aries there.
Yeah, they had a lot. Yeah,
they had Nunzio. Yep. They had Tommy Dreamer.
Yes, they did.
They had like a lot of great stars.
No, it was a very good. And all those guys are really nice too. Like all those guys. We got RVD. We got a picture with Ron Simmons. Yeah, them and their handlers are very, very nice. Because some of those guys can be dicks. Yeah, as we know. But they were very cool.
I think
Tommaso and Johnny seemed cool too.
They were very cool. I just said I was like, I'm very big fans of you guys, and they're just like, oh, thanks, man.
You took a picture of them, no problem. Because a lot of guys sometimes are like, oh, I'm not fucking doing that.
We'll talk about who you're talking about in a minute, but we'll talk about that show. We'll talk about this show first. Yep. I remember when we met Ron Simmons. I shook his hand. I was like, "Holy shit, this is Ron Simmons!" Yeah, it is. I shook his hand and I was like, "Damn!"
Yeah, he's like, "Damn!" And he's like, yeah. He's like, "Damn!"
Yeah. I said, "Damn!" And he's like, "Yeah!" And he hits me in the arm. I was like, "Ow!"
Yeah, he's a brick shit house still, even back then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was only 6 years ago, but still, he's a man.
Nice guy, and we met. Rob Van Dam, like you said, and that guy was pretty fucking chill. You could tell he was stoned on something.
Yeah, but that's what he does. Yeah, at least he's a chill, nice guy.
Yeah, no, he is.
He's very chill and he was awesome.
He's just like, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yep. But yeah, that whole entire show.
Remember, I'm the one that did this, and then you and Ty were like, Ty was
goes like this.
Ty was like, yeah. Then you were like,
I tried doing the thumb thing, but I had a bottle of water, so I had to like crop it out.
The picture, so you're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm the only one doing it right. I'm like going like this. Everybody else, you guys like,
we look like idiots, but it was fun.
I didn't, but you guys did.
But I love you too. Yep. But yeah, no, I just remember that whole show was great. Even the independent wrestlers, like Anthony Green, we saw him win the Battle Royal. Yeah. That's when that was like before he was even famous.
It was very good. And one of my other favorites, who obviously he had to retire a couple years ago because of his neck or in his career,
Rick
Mastone.
Yep.
He was excellent. I love that guy. Freaking guy's literally a brick shit house.
Yep.
Was great in his matches. Like I said, he retired due to whatever he wanted to do, a career teaching. I think you said. Either way, I give him credit, but he was one of my favorite guys. He was just a very nice guy as well, and he was a good wrestler. So.
And Scotty Slade was New England champion at the time. Yep. He was in I think in a fatal 4-way match. It was an awesome opener.
That was a good match too.
And
that whole show was really well done and excellent.
And the cool thing was I got to train from these guys.
Yep, it was. And it was Cody Rhodes against somebody we won't bring up.
Yep.
That was also a good match, but also obviously we know what happened with that other not named wrestler, so we're not going to talk about him. Yep. So.
And then we saw the Hooligans.
Yes.
And even though I don't train there anymore, I gotta say
Chase Del Monte is excellent, which you told me he trained you very well.
Yes, so. Chase Del Monte. If you're watching this, if you're not, I just want to say, even though I don't train there anymore, you're one of the best trainers, and you got me better. And I appreciate it. You were definitely a very good influence in my life. Yeah, so I want to say thank you.
I'm a big fan of you too, based on him. And then your wrestling matches were awesome. And you're one of the best guys on the mic I've ever seen in the independent scene, by the way, too.
Yep,
it's awesome. Along with the brothers. Mm-hmm. What are their names?
The Logan brothers.
Logan brothers, also excellent guys.
I trained with a little bit of. I think it was Brian. Yeah, it was Brian Logan. Yep. Great guy, dude. I always talk to him.
I remember you talking about both of them. Well, I know Brian trained you, but those guys seem good too with Chase. And I like their theme music because they used the
Five Finger Death Punch.
They did freaking that song. That entrance was awesome. So I'm like, yeah, it's a freaking. With me, what the hell is the name of their tag team?
Mill City Hooligans.
Mill City Hooligans. Like, yeah, it's this. Everybody was like, what? I'm like, okay, a lot of you people don't come to these shows. Like, it's Mill City Hooligans. Everybody's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're going to see when they come out.
Yeah.
But that was another. I love their entrance, too, and those guys seem great, too. So.
And Chase is just fucking so entertaining, man.
He was great. He was great on the mic. He was one. I remember, was it him? And then when MJF was at one of the chaotic shows, obviously MJF, props buddy, one of the best guys in
AEW.
Future of AEW, if you ask me, the guy's unbelievable.
He is the greatest asshole in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, but he's excellent on the mic. He's a great wrestler. He really is.
For sure.
And him, and then when remember that back and forth between him and Chase on one of the independent shows?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Like, I'm like, this is better than WWE, the way these guys are going at it on the mic. Like, basically an impromptu, like,
entertaining
talking in the ring, which they don't even wrestling, but I'm like, I could just watch this all day. Because they're unbelievable.
And they were telling great stories in the ring.
Yes, they were.
They were.
Yeah, they were.
Love it.
And they're both, like I said, even MJF as a wrestler, too. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And like I said, Chase, too. He was just great. I could watch that guy all day. He's very, very entertaining. Yeah.
And again, thank you.
Good wrestler. Yep.
Thank you, Chase, for everything you taught me. And we also went to Liberty States Wrestling, which is no longer, unfortunately. But it wasn't as big as Chaotic.
Which sucks, though. It was elementary school. We probably had a good 50 fans every time. But it was enjoyable.
Yeah, it was.
We used to go there on Saturday nights with me, you, and my
for only nephew, $10.
My nephew Ty. Yeah, we used to go there every freaking Saturday. Every Saturday of the show was there. So we go
once
there
every month.
Once every month, we go there pretty much every single time. We go there, have our slice of pizza and a drink, maybe, and then we go to Uno's or somewhere after every single time.
Yeah,
and it was fun because we would plan a meal afterwards because it was just fun.
The ring was a little bit beat up, but they put on some good, entertaining matches.
Like I said, Todd Sopel again, another guy. I mean, I know it was basically him and his parents. Was it his parents?
I think it was his dad that was helping him out.
His dad was helping him out, but they did. That was that was a little rinky-dink show, but it was entertaining.
Yeah,
I would have paid $10 or even more to go there and watch those guys. And like I said, the guy now, like Carmelo Hayes is his name. He wrestled there. Anthony Green, Robo. All those guys are now like moved up a little bit. They pretty much were starting out. Not pretty much starting out.
It was one of the shows they started off on.
Exactly. So
Liberty States Wrestling definitely made some impact in some of those wrestlers' careers.
Yes, they did. Big time. And it was entertaining. For a show in an elementary school gym, I had a lot of fun at those shows.
Yep.
And I was very entertained for the $10 that I spent, and I would gladly do it again. I know that I'm probably not going to come back, but that was a nice little promotion they had going there. So.
And then we go to either Buffalo Wild Wings, go to the Uno's.
Or any of those. Yep, that's pretty much the two places we went to.
You usually get your Parmesan garlic.
Yep, medium.
That's all you would get.
15 boneless. Yep, and you would get the medium with like the Parmesan garlic and then the buffalo seasoning, right?
Yeah.
Is that on there?
Yeah, and then
you get something else too.
Uno's, they got rid of the fucking sandwich.
Yep.
What the fuck was it called? The whiskey sandwich?
It was a whiskey river like barbecue sandwich. It was like a sourdough with chicken, ranch, cheese, and like bacon and whatever.
Oh.
I was just getting barbecue. I think we used to get fries with it or whatever.
Yeah.
And the pizza skins are good there.
The pizza skins. They used to pick it up like with this clip at one point. I remember it every single time.
Oh yeah.
But the crust was great. The potato.
No, it was good. I used to get the mozzarella sticks. That's what I like. I love mozzarella sticks.
I know. Every time we go out somewhere,
mix and match with the pizza skins and the mozzarella sticks. Sometimes I get chicken parm and that sandwich. My nephew would get the same thing. So we just had, it was fun. It was always a fun Saturday night.
But I gotta say, the number one restaurant I'm glad I got to go with you and your father was Tuckaway Tavern.
Yeah, Tuckaway Tavern.
That changed my life. Is. I haven't been since then.
We'll go again. Don't worry.
I remember
the place is unbelievable. They have the buy one get one lobster rolls, but then they have the shrimp to start, but then they have
that burger.
The burger,
the massive chicken cheeseburger.
The whole Tuckin' Farm is what it's called.
Oh my god!
So it's a burger with cheese, bacon,
chicken,
and with a fried chicken breast, boneless chicken breast on top of that, with tuck sauce, and then you get tomato if you want it, which I don't like, but then you get lettuce, and the thing's massive, and you just stuff your face with it.
And I remember we went.
It's amazing.
And I remember a couple things before we went. You were like, you called me the day before, texted me, and you were like, Brandon, whatever you do, make sure to get up at this time.
And don't eat before. Right?
And don't eat before. Right. Don't eat anything before.
Exactly, yep.
Save your stomach for this. And I was like, why? So
you found out why.
Yeah. So I think we end up leaving my house or your house around 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Got there like around 9:30ish because you said every time you go in there earlier, you'll get seats, but if you go later, there won't be no seats.
Right. No, I think it was left at 10 because they opened at like 11.
Yeah.
30. So I think we got there at 11, but then you got to put your name in. If you didn't put your name in by 11, you'd be waiting all day. So you put your name in, you probably get seated by 11:30. So that's what we did.
And then also just went there, had that sandwich, and he didn't lie. I didn't eat anything for the rest of the day.
I told you that's how it is. I did the
so
same thing.
Fucking good.
You get appetizer, you get that, you get that with fries or whatever. Yeah, it fills you up for the day. Really.
I did the famous Jimbo eating the sandwich, just going.
Yep. Oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good.
That's how that is, though. It's really that good.
Oh my god, it's like orgasmic in your mouth.
It's really that good.
Just drooling, and anyways, sorry, I forgot we were doing a show here. I'm just thinking about that fucking sandwich. It was so good.
It really was that good. It really was.
So, other things that we used to do, you always had get-togethers here with your family and stuff. Got to meet a lot of great people, and I'm trying to think of one specific time. Oh yeah, used to come here for Super Bowls.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Wrestlemania get-togethers at my house or parties or whatever. And remember one time, I think it was WrestleMania 34. So it was the year
after we went.
After the one we went.
Yep.
So I ordered like a thing of Buffalo Wild Wings chicken. Okay.
I remember this. Yep. So went to go get it. I ordered boneless.
I called 2 weeks. Well, this is what really happened.
I remember this. Yep.
So I go with Damien.
Yep.
Shout out to Damien.
Yep.
Courier. And
another one that works at another one of our
JOBs.
Correct.
Yes. And so I was like, hey, Damien, he came over early. I was like, you mind picking up the Buffalo Wild Wings? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I remember I called 2 weeks ahead of time to like let them know like, hey, this is what I need. I need 150 wings, 50 of them to be Parmesan garlic, the other 50 to be buffalo, and the other 50 to be teriyaki.
Yeah, and boneless.
And boneless.
You said boneless.
Okay. So we get there, and they said there was no order. I was like, what? I called ahead of time like 2 weeks ago, and they're like, no, there's no order. And this is the only time I actually was like, can I speak to a manager, please? Like, I'm not... No. I know it's not your fault. I need a manager to talk to.
No, it wasn't there. Yeah, it was not handled properly.
Yeah, so I talked to them, and so they did eventually make it, so I had to wait there for like another like 30 minutes to an hour, and then eventually I got it, and I was like on a time straight. I was like, okay, I gotta go. And of course, my dumbass didn't even check to open it because I didn't think anything of it.
Well, I can't blame you. If you get that many wings, it should be obviously boneless.
Yeah.
So they screwed up big time.
So we asked for boneless. Get home. We open it. Bone in.
Bone in. I mean, they're still okay, but they're not as good. Like the boneless wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm sorry, the boneless.
But the thing is, they fucked up so bad.
Yeah, they did. It was bad.
It's my favorite restaurant, and you fucked up.
Yeah, and you fucked up come on, bone in and boneless that's not even close. And they screwed the pooch on that one. They fucked up big time.
And I remember, I think, because everyone pitched in too, which I felt bad.
We did.
It had to be like at least $200 worth of chicken.
Yep.
And
so you did get some kind of credit though. Didn't they give you like half off or something?
Yeah, they didn't even give me the full $200 credit.
Exactly.
They're like, here's a $75 gift certificate.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, they did. But we still love Buffalo Wild Wings regardless of that one being. And that was the Manchester one, I think, right? Wasn't it?
No,
I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was.
Yes, because the national one wasn't open yet.
It wasn't open yet, so that's the one that fucked up. So glad we go to the one in Nashville now because they don't fuck up like they did.
I was so pissed. So pissed. But, you learn. When you order something ahead of time.
Check it.
And make sure and make sure to call another time.
Right.
Just make sure they did make it.
Right. Exactly.
And make sure to check it.
Exactly.
Because if you don't,
you're
going to be fucked.
Wherever you go anyway, that's a lesson. Wherever you go, check your food.
Check your food.
Because they fuck up all the time. They forget shit, they give you the wrong shit, and it's bullshit, and you got to check before you leave.
I don't know if I want to eat shit, though.
No, I'm not going to eat shit. I'm just saying check.
Well, you said shit like 3 times.
Check your food. Excuse me.
Well, no, I mean, if you like shit, man.
No, I don't like shit.
You eat shit for breakfast. That's cool, man. I mean,
I don't eat pieces of shit like breakfast like Shooter McGavin. Okay.
No, that's what I was referring to, man. But, so let's talk about, I know we talked a little bit about...
Can we pause this? I have to piss.
Yes.
Back, ready to attack.
Wake up. I'm up.
Don't take that long. Let's go.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. How long was I sleeping? Was I sleeping for hours? I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Here you go.
Okay. All right, we're good. Oh, God.
Wake up.
Oh, I was dreaming about the podcast. Oh, no, we actually are doing the podcast. I forgot.
Shut up.
I forgot. Okay. So, anyways, where did we leave off? Oh, yeah.
B-dubs, they fucked up.
Oh, yeah, we fucked up on the B-dubs. Oh, no. I remember what we were talking about. Now, we were going to talk about a little bit of Wrestlemania, our Wrestlemania adventure. Yes. So, like you said, we talked about it. I don't know how it came about. We just sexy, and that is going to be on the podcast, just so you know.
Yes, it will.
That's a powerful burp. But I remember...
Twisted teas.
Yes. He's drinking some... He's drinking his twisted tea.
I like my tweez.
He's the first guy ever in the history of this podcast drinking.
That's right. Set the new standard.
Yeah, it's a new standard. You gotta be 40 years old to drink, not 21.
41.
41, sorry.
Thank you.
But anyways, so let's talk about Mania. So I remember we were just at work and we found out it was going to be in Florida. And I think you're the one that mentioned, like, hey, do you want to potentially go to Florida? And I was like, wait, are you serious?
Well, I knew we had the timeshare. I knew we could do it. So I'm like, okay, we'll see if I can get tickets because I know that's difficult to get to, obviously. Mm-hmm. So,
and I was kind of like, I was excited for it, but I was like, are you sure? Because like, I mean, I was like willing to pay you money, which I did. Right. Yep. But I was like, are you sure you want to use that timeshare on me and all that? And you're like, yeah.
Well, we use it anyway, so it's just 2 extra degrees. So you wouldn't tie with the extra we have. We're gonna do it anyway. So.
Yeah, and like we said at the beginning of the podcast, we were at lunch. He bought it right there. Yep. I got emotional because at that time. I was a huge fan of wrestling for like 15 years at that time, and that was like the one show I never thought I would go to.
Me too.
And I finally went, and it was a good moment in my nerd life.
But that was my second one because I had actually been to WrestleMania 20.
We don't care about that.
New York City in Madison Square Garden, and that was 13 years prior.
So yeah, let's talk about that one. In my eyes, I thought that was like one of the best Manias.
That was very good. It was Undertaker came back and took on Kane. They had, you had the Druids came out with the
Paul Bearer
with the fire and all the. It was unbelievable. It was Paul Bearer, yep, and then that was when it was Eddie Guerrero against Kurt Angle.
Yep,
that match was ridiculous.
Awesome.
And then Triple H against Shawn Michaels against, was it Benoit?
Chris Benoit for the best triple threat match of all time.
Yeah, that was like 15 minutes long. Disgusting. Both those title matches were literally disgusting.
Jericho versus Christian, and Christian got the win! Christian got the win!
Fucked over Jericho so many times at Mania. It's bullshit.
He's a huge Chris Jericho fan, but we all knew Christian, the CLB at the time,
because Trish was
deserved.
Trish was a bitch and then screwed him
the
over.
Win. He deserved it. And beat that piece of shit, Chris Jericho.
Not a piece of shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's not Chris champion now.
No, he's
a demo god.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a 30-year veteran, one of the best in the business. And I'm jealous. That was one of the Manias I wish I could have gone to.
It was excellent. I had the first row on the balcony with my girlfriend at the time. My actual friend Charlie was actually on the ramp, like sitting there, because he paid a lot more than we did. So, but his seats, everything was great, and it was awesome. It was a really good show.
Yeah, and then didn't you say you gone to a meet and greet, the legendary meet and greet that I've heard a million times?
Yes, we did the autograph signing. We did the Hall of Fame ceremony. That was before it was big and on TV. It was kind of like an amphitheater little thing, so it was like literally 5 hours. Everybody kept talking forever. So I did meet and greet with Molly Holly. She was a sweetheart, awesome. Chris Benoit was actually really nice. Obviously, before he went nuts and killed his family, which was unfortunate. Randy Orton, amazing. Because my girlfriend at the time loved him. She wanted to take a picture, and the guy was like, and he was like, no, you can't take a picture. He's like, hey man, relax, let the girl take a picture. And then Batista, complete dickhead, dickwad, asshole, fuckface, just biggest piece of shit I think I've ever met in my life. That was a wrestler. He just, no, yeah. Anyway, no, because I went up to him. I was kind of dressed with him because he had it was at the time when he was wearing the white collared shirt unbuttoned or anything with the collar with the jacket. So I'm like, hey Dave, how you doing? He's like, yeah. Basically couldn't be bothered to be there. But anyway, the other three were amazing. Got all the autographs anyway, including Batista. But
and still to this day, he hates Batista.
I do. It's just, he was a complete dickhead, and everybody else was very nice.
So every time he's seen him wrestle, even if he had a great match with someone.
I don't think he's ever had a great match. Oh, put it that way. Come on. Batista, great match does not equal anything. Remember that time when that thing on the internet you showed me when he got hit and then he jumped backwards about 10 seconds later? Awful. Worst freaking thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was amazing botch. But he made it because he botched it so good.
Then he wrestled Triple H, and remember he ran around the ring and fell.
Yeah.
He was so out of shape or tripped over something. It was like,
when he entered the ring for his final match.
And he fell and then he got up and he was like, what are you doing?
I remember all of us were like, what the fuck was
it's almost
that?
Like it was like a Scott Steiner entrance.
Oh my god. We won't go there.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
We won't go there. We won't go there. But Mania 33, I remember it was my first time experience in general for a lot of things. Yep. First plane ride, first Florida trip, ever going to Florida, and going to see Mania, and I got to experience also Disney World, Universal. It was an amazing time.
And who was your favorite tag team? One of your favorite, if not the best tag team, made their return there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep.
So we'll get to that.
Yes,
but I remember I was like, it was our first day of vacation. You're like, we got to wake up at 2:00 in the morning in order to catch our flight, which was for 3:00.
Well, that was the thing too, because we were worried because it was supposed to snow.
Oh my god!
Like a foot or two. So I was really paranoid. I was like, what the fuck?
That was before I was on meds too.
Yeah. So
I was freaking out.
So we all stayed over here. I remember we got pizza. I remember we went to bed at 8:00. So we had to get up. No, we got up at 3. I think the flight was like 5. But I wanted to make sure we were there on time. So we got up at 3:00 and then. To quote the movie Argo, remember I got up and was like, your flight has been whatever it was
delayed.
It was on. So I kept checking and make sure it wasn't delayed, and they said, yeah, your flight is on time. So I was like, remember your flight is on time. Everyone in your room, you're like, okay. Yeah. So thank God. Luckily, I think what happened was the plane was already at the airport with the you have the covers on the engines when it snows. But anyway, it only snowed 3 or 4 inches instead of the 17 to 23 that Weather Channel said.
Yeah,
which is bullshit because a lot of times they're up. But either way. Because a lot of it was rain. But anyway, we got there, we got on time, and then we got to Florida on time, I was freaking out, like I said, because it said 2 feet of snow or a foot or two. I'm like, we're not going to get out. I'm like, fuck, we're going to miss the show because we're leaving Saturday. The show was Sunday. But it all worked out. We We got to the airport on time. We got off on time, so...
I was like so excited. I was like recording throughout those like 2 days. Yep. Just going on Facebook, was like counting down like we are 37 days away from WrestleMania. We are 15 days, 10 days, all this shit. And
I remember parking and then walking through the parking lot with my shorts and my like just windbreaker on, and it was like what are you doing? Because it was like 30 degrees here. But we went to Florida, which is going to be 80. And we landed, and then Jamie's dad, Rick, shout out to Rick, he picked us up. Yep. I remember we went to IHOP. We got there. He took us a nice breakfast at IHOP, and then we went to all the
the big, WWE Superstore.
Yeah, the convention center, basically the convention with all the Superstore with all kinds of shit, and it was amazing.
It was great. And then eventually the day happened. We went to Mania, and again, just recording throughout the whole day. We were checking out.
That was when it was one night. Now it's 2 nights, which is okay. I get it, but we got there 1 in the afternoon, and we started at 3, and we didn't get. It was over at like 12:30 at night. So
it was the best.
It was like a 12-hour day.
It was great.
It was hot, but like remember we lined up halfway around the building, but then they had waters every once in a while, so it was. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is literally what happened.
Yeah,
we literally wherever we were, we standed at the destination we started. Okay, and we literally walked around the entire fucking stadium.
Yes, we did.
The entire stadium, and at a certain point, I'm like dying because it's Florida. Yeah, it's like 90 fucking degrees out.
It's humid as fuck.
Yeah, and there's guys with things of water charging like $2. I was like, give me fucking water.
We all bought waters, and it was okay though because they had them staged, and then we got in.
And at a certain point, you're like, do I see Gronk? Is Gronk
right,
there?
So we thought we saw Gronk on a golf cart, like driving. And I'm like, no, that's not Gronk. He's not there. Then, of course, during the show with Mojo Rawley, one of his best friends, he showed up, helped him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is
tackled the shit out of Jinder Mahal.
Yes, he did. Anyway, so I'm like, well, that was probably Gronk when I saw him, but I didn't fucking know because I didn't know he was going to be there. But either way, it was a great show, a great experience. That was actually a nice stadium. Yeah, and it was awesome.
Matches were great. Like the 3 matches that come to mind.
I want to say shout out to the city of Orlando. Remember, like when we parked at where the Magic play.
Yeah.
Awesome. Remember we walked around. Remember the giant hot dog we got that?
Yeah, the giant hot dog. Look at this. It was literally this big.
It was bigger than that, I think. It was
about this wide.
Tell you like a whole thing, like party thing, right near the where we were going to park. So we did that in the morning. Then we took the shuttle, which again was air conditioned, which is very well planned because it was freaking hot as balls. Yeah. Florida, because it's 90% humidity everywhere. Yeah. So that was great. And then we took the shuttle was there. Remember when we left? They had like 20 buses lined up to take us back to where we were. The shuttle thing was very, very well organized. Yeah. We didn't have any issue. Then going to McDonald's, I've never seen so many people at a McDonald's at 2 in the morning.
I know. Remember?
So we get back towards the house, like, yeah, we're hungry. It's like, because we didn't eat, we eat those hot dogs and we ate a couple things in the stadium, but, it's a 9-hour day. So like, yeah, we're hungry. Let's go to McDonald's. I've never seen a McDonald's at 2 in the morning with like 57, probably 50 to 60 people in it. Remember that one guy on the phone talking about it? He's like, oh yeah, he's talking about his life story. I was like, shut the fuck up.
I remember that.
Anyway, so the guy was talking about his life. Anyway, so we got back to the timeshare probably 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. Which is fine. We ate our food, went to bed, and then I remember I had to get up because we're supposed to have a meeting for owners. Because technically Jamie's, my wife and I and her parents are owners. So they get up and go to a meeting, and then I was exhausted the next day. But it was just great. Because you guys slept in. It was a great experience. And the next day we had a great time at, like you said, Universal, Disney, Magic Kingdom, Disney. It was just a great week. The weather was great. The pool bar. Yeah. It's a great place.
And we saw a lot of great matches. The 3 that come to mind. Honestly, the first match, the opener, which was a great opener, Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. What a fucking match. For Shane McMahon not being a wrestler, man.
No, he can put on some shit. He can put on a good show, man.
Good match.
He does.
And also, Seth Rollins versus Triple H, the non-sanctioned. That was a great match as well. And greatest moment of my life, man. Still to this day. Every time I watch the clip on YouTube or even on DVD or the network.
I like the Hardys. I don't like them as much as you, but I got goosebumps.
Fucking the Hardy Boys come out secretly. No one knew who was coming out.
And I thought it was New Day, so I was pissed.
And then it was the Hardy Boys. I got off my seat. I was screaming like a little girl. Everyone was high-fiving, even people we didn't know. We just hugged people. They won the tag titles in a ladder match.
Who else was in that match?
They had Enzo and Cass. They had the Good Brothers.
That's right.
And I think The Bar. Cesaro and Sheamus. And it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a
good, solid ladder match. And the fact that they both won... It was awesome.
Again, Chris Jericho lost to fucking Kevin Owens. So both WrestleManias I went to, Chris Jericho is 0-2. Nice job, Vince. Awful. Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, I know. And come on, Bray Wyatt losing to Orton. Horrible. That was terrible. Remember the Bray Wyatt and Orton match with the
that was a strange match. Though.
They kept showing like the worms in the ring. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. That was different.
That was also bullshit.
But
that was
the Hardy Boys. We were part of history.
Yeah.
Biggest pop I've ever seen. How many people were there? Like 60?
70,000.
I think it was like 60.
Then Roman Reigns winning at the end was I'm going to vomit at that time because I hated his gimmick. Now his gimmick is awesome. But
he's great.
Then was horrible and it was just.
It's like this.
Did he beat Taker?
Yeah, he did beat Taker.
Which also aggravated me because I love Undertaker and Roman Reigns is dog shit.
And the thing is, we all thought it was Undertaker's last match. So it was like at the time, it was like it was an honor because it was like holy shit, it's Undertaker's last match. But he came back because he wanted to prove that he can do it, and that's not how he wanted
it. But still, it was still an honor to watch him wrestle. And then when he lost to that shitbag Reigns, at the time, like I said, his gimmick now is awesome. I love it. So, but the gimmick then and his Shield music and regular bullshit, I don't know. Just Superman punch is horrible. I'm just tired of.
I'm gonna say my wrestling student point of view of Roman Reigns, and Jim's gonna be like, it was like this: Roman Reigns. Great wrestler. He can wrestle. He just didn't have it yet. Yep. He just needed to find the character. He needed to get out of the Shield gimmick. But other than that, he could put on a great match against anybody. Just didn't have the mouthpiece yet. Still needed to get out of that Shield gimmick. And this whole Tribal Chief thing, it helped his career, I think, a lot.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And a lot of people, you know what? The one thing I got to say is people that are like getting all fucking mad about, oh, it's fucking Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns again for the title at WrestleMania. You know what? Don't worry about the last two matches because I'll tell you right now, this one's probably going to be the best one out of all of them.
Much better places, much better gimmicks. Like the Brock gimmick, everybody's loving his gimmick as a face. Everybody's loving Roman's gimmick as the Tribal Chief as a heel. And with Paul Heyman and with Roman Reigns is excellent. He's always been both back and forth. But we all know Paul Heyman's one of the best, if not the best, on the mic. As a manager and whatnot.
And the other thing, too, is about Brock Lesnar, because people were like, oh, he never shows up, he's a part-timer. Guys, think about it. That's his fucking job. He's hired to do that, okay?
Right. Vince gives him a certain amount of dates, and he lets him do that for the money he gets.
So,
and he does shit, and he's been showing up more this time, which is nice.
And personally, I like Brock Lesnar. And at the time, I'd be like, oh, I hate Brock Lesnar. You know what? Now I regret saying that. I love Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar is a consummate professional. He
really is.
And everybody backstage seems to agree with that. So that's what I've heard.
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, 3. Think about it. And you guys are complaining about that too? Think about it. Rock and Austin, that happened 3 times at Mania.
Right,
you didn't bitch about this.
This is actually title for title. So this is Raw, Universal title versus WWE title. Winner takes all. So you can't get any bigger than that. So and these are the 2 biggest guys in the sport right now still. So
get the fuck over it.
That's right.
Watch the fucking show if you don't want to watch it. Unsubscribe to the fucking channel of Peacock, okay?
Yeah, fuck off.
So, eat shit. Mm-hmm. Anyways, I had to get that off my fucking chest.
Me too. It's all good.
People always fucking complain about Brock Lesnar and fucking Roman Reigns. That's how I feel. Yeah, but anyways, so we went to WrestleMania. It was a great experience. Went to Universal. We went to, like you said, we went to Disney. I thought Universal was better, man.
Yeah, Universal, Magic Kingdom's more for kids.
Yeah.
But they have good rides. It's a family place. The Universal does have better, it's more of an adult-themed park, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Universal is excellent. So.
Yeah. And this guy over here, he got me more into football.
Yes, it did.
He did. I don't know how it happened. I just went over your house one year, and I was like, okay, I'll watch a football game. And I sat down. My favorite player is...
Chris Hogan.
Thank you, Chris Hogan.
Sorry, he's been out of the league for a couple of years now.
Yeah, but no, he was on the Patriots for the first 3 years I was watching it, and he's still one of my favorite players, even though he doesn't play for the team no more.
He was a good player.
He was a good player. He was there when Edelman was hurt, and also when fucking Gronkowski was hurt, so he was like pretty much, I would say, a backbone of the team, maybe.
Yep, he was for a while. Yep.
But yeah, and we watched a good amount of Super Bowls together. The one that really got emotional, and this is the part we're gonna, if you don't mind, if we talk about.
Oh, that's fine.
So the one that got really emotional for me was the one we watched with your dad last year, because that was the last time I. First off, that was the last time I watched the Super Bowl game with him, and the last time I actually saw him.
Yep.
Is there any thing you want to talk about your dad? Like favorite memories about your dad?
Well, just like you said, just family stuff. He used to do trips to Lake Winnipesaukee all the he was just constant family man. We just vacations all the time together up north, Cape Cod, and he just basically did everything he could do for the family, especially when he was working and stuff. So then just the family stuff. Obviously, Super Bowl's here. He'd always just take care of all of us. So it's just he was a great dad. So,
and for people who do watch the podcast on a regular basis, I'm going to explain it. At the end, you always hear me say, "It's time to let the dogs out." Yeah. That is a catchphrase from him. He always...
Every single time we watch the Super Bowl or any football game, he'd be like, "Let the dogs out. Let's get the pressure on the quarterback. Yeah. Let's go."
Yeah, so every
he
time...
has a New Jersey accent because he was born in New Jersey. Well, he's born in Mass, but he lived in New Jersey for a majority of his life before he was up here.
Yeah.
But he still had the New Jersey accent, so that's what he used to say all the time during the games. And we'll try both of us. I was like, "Dad, please shut the fuck up. Let the dogs out." But obviously, now and then now that he's been gone for almost a year, you think back on it like, "Oh, that was actually cool that he said that." But that's why he ends it with
it. Was always, I will tell you this, I always love watching football games with your dad because he always been like, "What the fuck is he doing? Why is Brady not getting rid of the ball? What the fuck, there's defense?"
And he'd be like, "Oh, God damn it," and you hit the couch.
I think there's an infamous picture of us sitting on the couch and your dad's like, "Oh, thank God I have my hat." And I'm like, "It's okay, man. It's okay."
Exactly, yeah.
But no, your dad was a fucking riot. He was such a nice guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
Always say, "Let the dogs out." And, just every time I came over, he always made me feel welcome. And he was kind of like a father figure to me, too, man.
He loved you. He really did.
He really loved Kat, and Kat really loved him, too. And
yeah, he did.
I was very honored that I got to, meet him, early on when I was first born and later on in life and got to really know him. And, he's looking down on us right now from above. And he's missed every day. We always think about him. And, we love you, Jim Joss Sr., man.
We do. Love you, Dad.
We do. But, great guy, man. Definitely a great guy.
Yep, he was.
And every time I do an episode, like I said, we'll let the dogs out.
That's right. Always.
We'll let the dogs out.
Absolutely.
So, one more thing we're going to talk about. You found out that, you were there when I asked Kat to marry me.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
And told you that day that you were going to be my best man.
Yes, I did.
What was your feeling on that?
I was honored. I really was. I was like, okay, well. I'm like, it was pretty much, I thought it was going to be between me, Zach, and Chris, obviously.
Yeah.
And you asked me, I was very honored because you chose me. I was very honored. And obviously, when you did it, I was very, very happy for you guys. And it's an honor. It really is.
Yeah.
So I'm honored to be your best man.
I can't wait to see what kind of speech you're going to give.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. It'll be good.
I feel like he's going to strip down naked.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that, but that's okay.
I would love to see that. I don't know why.
I don't know the rest of the people that would want to see that.
I told Kat, I was like, guaranteed he's going to do something funny. He's going to do, like, this wedding is horseshit. Step Brothers.
I didn't want salmon.
I said it 3 times.
This wedding is bullshit. No,
I feel like that's what you're going to do. Or me and Jim were very comfortable with our sexuality.
Yes, we are.
Okay?
Yeah, we are.
So I feel like in some point during the wedding, he's going to be like, does anybody wish that these two should not be wed? This son of a bitch over here is going to be like, hey, no, they not allowed. His is mine. It's nobody else's.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
And, sometimes when Kat does come here, I feel like they both are going to fight over me one day.
Yep.
Throw each other in the hot tub. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Have a bra and panties match.
Could happen.
Something like that. But no, I can't wait. And,
it's going to be awesome.
I can't wait. You're going to be best man at my wedding.
Yes, I am.
It's going to be a great time.
Yes, it will.
And, we had a lot of fucking fun memories. And, I know we're busy now with our crazy work schedule, but I try to see you at least twice a month.
Yeah, no, we see each other as much as we can. Really, I know, because you live in Manchester sucks. I'm not going to lie.
And my hours are fucking nuts.
Your hours are nuts. Mine, it's not as much now because they reduce our hours a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, I drive 45 minutes to my job too, and you drive almost the same 30, 40 minutes. So, that's how it is. But, we see each other when we can.
Yep.
And it's always great when we do.
Yep.
So.
But I want to say, Jim, thank you for being on this podcast today. You're one of my best friends. I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
And when the cameras are off, we're going to have some fun.
Yes, we are. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Anyways, guys, thank you for being on the show, bro.
I appreciate it.
All right. Before I leave, I want to say thank you for watching this podcast, guys. And if you want to check out more episodes, you can check them out on Facebook. Make sure to follow me on Facebook. It is B13 NerdCast of Randomness. And if you want to see better quality of the podcast, you can go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. It is www.youtube.com/B13 NerdCast of Randomness.
Watch this episode.
Yeah, watch the fucking episode. And if you don't, he's going to say, Q.
Shut up.
And also check me out on the Instagram if you want to. It's just another option, just to check out some random pictures. And eventually I'm going to put some more nerdy pictures on there. And it's B13 Nerd on the Instagram. So that's all I got for social media. Again, Jim, thank you for being on this podcast.
It's been an honor, buddy.
And thank you guys for watching this. And I think we should both say this together.
Ready?
I think it's time to let the dogs out!